All right, so one of the first things that I'd recommend, because your ankles sometimes scratch against the floor, which is really uncomfortable, I would get myself one of these, meditation cushion, okay? Any type of cushion can work, and generally it's just a great way for you to either have it against your back or underneath you, all right? And also having you meditate against a wall is really great because it keeps your back straight. The general reason why you'd want to keep your back straight is so you're energized. I've tried to meditate on the floor and it's kind of difficult because though it does work, though it is very powerful, it puts me to sleep. It makes me very sleepy, right? So doing it against a wall would be highly recommended. Second thing I would say is try not to itch or scratch, okay? If you're meditating and you're just like itching, it's going to distract you. And it's going to move your mind away from meditation and focus in on the discomfort and the sensations of your body. I know you get heightened sensations with your body, but try not to itch or scratch. And if you keep practicing over a long period of time, you'll start to notice that it simply disappears. Your urge to itch will simply disappear. Try doing this because what it does is meditation is really great because it creates a delay time. The reaction time of when someone makes a silly comment and you react immediately, like, hey, that's going to slow down a lot more. You're going to have a delay time with your reactions. You're going to actually be able to think before you react. So meditation is actually very powerful if you are struggling with your impulses and your irritation. It's a very powerful technique for that specifically. And it puts you in a very pure awareness, in a state where you can control and make your decisions from a pure and a clean place. Think of it like the gym of the mind. It's going to strengthen your mind, in a sense. So that's what it's also very powerful for. Another thing that I like doing is the placement of your hands, right? A lot of people have different placements for their hands when they're meditating. Some people do the strange Kundalini one, right? Where they're like this or whatever, or they're having that tension really flow through their hands. I don't think that's too beneficial, to be honest. If you're just starting out meditating, it's going to be frustrating because, again, you're holding that tension in your hands. And the whole point of this is to get rid of tension, correct? So the third tweak or the technique that I tell you is to simply interlock your fingers, have your thumbs touching next to each other, and place it on your lap. Why is this powerful? It's powerful because, well, one, your left brain and right brain are working together, in a sense, right? And so the energy is flowing from this hand to this hand. This is the first hand placement technique that I learned when I was training with my father. He's a Buddhist and he does a lot of meditation sessions, and he's taught me this position where you just simply have your thumbs touching, putting hands interlocked with the thumbs touching, and it's just a very relaxing posture, and it's great for meditation. I've noticed it's one of the best for meditation. A lot of people put their one palm over the other. That's fine too. Some people place them on their laps. Some people, have their palms facing up. This is more about receptivity. So if your palms are facing up, it's much more about allowing, or you see a lot of channelers and stuff do this when they're having their palms facing up. It's like they're receiving something. So if you're not looking for specifically downloads from the universe or like information, you don't necessarily need to put your palms facing up. There's lots of different mudras that you can do. However, I think this being kind of like a zero position, I really like that one. So that's another technique with the hands. Try that one out. I don't know if it'll work for you, but it works for me, and it's one of my favorite hand positions. Okay. Of course, we have focusing on the breath. Simply being aware of the breath, whether it's going fast or slow, deeper from the belly or more shallow. Just notice what your breath is doing. Once you're more aware of your breath, then you can have the power to actually control it, maneuver it, have it guide you, You see, in a lot of guided meditations, they get you to take deep breaths and let it go, take deep breaths and let it go, until you get into a more trance-like state or a relaxed state. Because you might have all the stressors of your day and the beta brainwaves of your day really distracting you, right, and making you feel anxious and stressed out. So another simple tweak before meditation is to switch off all distractions. Lock your door, turn your phone on silent mode. I would say it would also be ideal to be in a dark space. Now, why is being in a dark space important? And if you can't be in a dark space, if you can't be in a dark space, wearing an eye mask. Now, why do I suggest this? Why do I suggest that you need to be in a dark space? Well, in the darkness where you secrete melatonin. Okay? Now, melatonin is helpful for you to regulate your sleep and help you become more sleepy. However, melatonin is also beneficial for activation of your pineal gland or your third eye, some people say. So, generally, I think it's a powerful way to tap into your inner intuition. So if you are in a completely dark room, no lights, no distractions, you're in this posture, you have your arms like that, you're not itching yourself, you have a straight back, and you're just riding out the waves of the meditation, it's truly going to help you out. And there's lots of different types of meditation, but one of the best ways is just to keep yourself a timer for 15 minutes and just focus on your breathing. That's it. That would be the best way to do it. Just start off like that. Adjust yourself accordingly with the different tweaks that I mentioned. Also, get yourself one of these bad boys. That's always helpful. Having said that, have an amazing day. May the flow be with you. Stay legendary. See you next time.